morning?
Well, based on form and the way the tournament has been going, Strikers will definitely go into the game as favorites. But when you're a team that are hunting for your first victory, you're down, you can't write that team off. They just need to have one good day and things can change. So Strikers are definitely the favorites, but you cannot write off the Botanical Gardens because they are hungry to get some points on the board. And what better time to start than now, like today. So we're expecting to see a good game. Both teams going out there and fight because they are both of them are in different positions where they need points.
Definitely, I agree with you there. We're about to take a short break, and when we get back, we have the Fort Charlotte Strikers versus the Botanical Gardens Rangers here at the Annisville Cricket Field.
hearts and their soul. They're not giving up, no. That's that God will collide. Hear them shout, spirits high. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend it. Whoa, whoa. From the ashes to the stadium. Rip me out. T10. From the ashes to the stadium. Rip me out. T10. Hey. T10. As we rise up each day, it's the game of the people. Come on, let's play. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend. Whoa, whoa, whoa. From the ashes to the stadium. CPS. T10. From the ashes to the stadium. CPS. T10. With their hearts and their soul, they're not giving up, no. That's that God will collide. Hear them shout, spirits high. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend it. Whoa, whoa. From the ashes to the stadium. Rip me out. T10. From the ashes to the stadium. Rip me out. T10. Hey. T10. CPS. T10. As we rise up each day, it's the game of the people. Come on, let's play. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend. Whoa, whoa, whoa. From the ashes to the stadium. CPS. T10. From the ashes to the stadium. CPS. T10. With their hearts and their soul, they're not giving up, no. That's that God will collide. Hear them shout, spirits high. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend it. Whoa, whoa. From the ashes to the stadium. Rip me out. T10. From the ashes to the stadium. Rip me out. T10. Hey. T10. CPS. T10.
And we're back at the Annisville Cricket Field where the Botanical Gardens Rangers have won the toss and they have elected to bat first. Here with me is the experienced cricket West Indies commentator, Dayton Butler. We see Arnold Thomas and Jahil Walters just made their way out to the middle. Jahil Walters is about to take strike. What do you make of the opening pair? They've continued with it from the last game. What do you make of the opening pair, Butsy?
Yeah, well, I think these two opened up the bat in the last game that they played, I think, yesterday. Two very young batters. And it's exciting to see two young men opening up the inning at this level. But what we want to see is for them to really back themselves and play the way that they usually play, because we know both of them are two exciting players. We just want to see them, apply some thinking to the game and understand where they need to look to score their runs based on what the bowlers are looking to do.
You see Rashid Fredericks has the ball. He was quite inexpensive yesterday in his 2 overs. Only 2 overs. 2 overs for 5 runs, 1 wicket. He will be hoping to continue his form in this competition.
Yeah, Rashid is usually a very tight bowler. Looks to hit a good length, keeping it close to the batter. So these guys are going to have to look to rotate the strike, try and cut down on the dot balls. And when a bad ball comes, make sure that they are in the right mindset to put it away.
Yeah, definitely. Jahil Walters, he'll be disappointed from yesterday's game. He was out early for North. So he will be hoping that he will be able to take a page from Shaman Hooper yesterday, because it was an excellent inning. So we're about to start. But start there, we're about to start proceeding. So Jahil Walters, he will be hoping that he can carry his bat, hopefully, for his team here today. Delicate touch there down to the fine leg boundary, and he's on the way. Jahil Walters, good start from him.
Yeah, very very good shot, very good start. That's a nice touch. That's what we come to know about Jahil. Very skillful, but we see he's looking to apply some sensibility to his batting today. So this is a good sign for him.
Indeed. Better line there from Rashid Fredericks, what he will be hoping to do for the rest of this over. Looks like he missed out there, Butler.
Yeah,
shortish delivery.
I think he should have been looking to punch that through covers rather than pulling it.
Rashid Fredericks, quite reminiscent of Jadeja. He's getting through his overs quite quickly. Well hit by Jahil. The fielder Longan was able to get around and cut that off. That was a quick over. Much like Ravindra Jadeja, he got through that over quite quickly.
Yeah, Rashid usually gets through his overs really quick. He just turns and gets back to his mark, But that last delivery with mid-off up in the circle. I mean, Jahil should have been looking to just stroke that ball over the top of mid-off rather than looking to slug sweep it. Okay, he was full just outside the off stump and was there just asking to be pushed straight back over the mid-off fielder. So those are the kind of things that he has to look at, where he can maximize his scoring abilities.
Yes, definitely. And for a batsman who's not built powerfully, timing and placement is key. So that's what he should be looking to do in the beginning of these overs with the field, with the beginning of the power play overs with the field up. And we see Red Jordan is about to take the ball, and he's been quite fired up in this competition so far. He's been pretty impressive.
Well, Ray has been bowling some good areas, but what has been impressive about him is the movement he has been getting with the ball in and out to the right-handers.
Wide-ish delivery to start. You see, he has a field set to bowl wide of the batsman. He has a slip and what looks like a gully field, and also the third man is in position for anything that passes the two fielders there.
Yeah, you can tell for the left-hander here, Ray is going to be looking to push the ball across him, looking to get that outside edge and so on. But I'm sure Jai will understand what he's looking to do, and let's see if he's going to be up for it.
Well bowled. Jahil Walters, he just needs to settle and he'll get going. And we've seen what he's capable of. He made a 36 of 29 balls in one of his innings, so he'll be hoping he can get going here today.
Yeah, these two young men, you know, a lot is expected of them. Thomas, he would have been really successful playing for the Breakers team the last couple of editions, so that is expected of him.
Bit of a slog there, not where he was expecting to play that. Looks like he was trying to hit that straighter. But nevertheless, 2 runs.
I think Jahil realized that Ray was looking to bang the ball back off a length. So he calculated the length there and decided he's going to come down the track and try to hit him over mid-wicket. He didn't get enough baton to it, but did get a good piece of the bat that he got 2 runs. But he's showing his intentions early.
And again, no timing. If he just timed the ball properly, waited on it some more, he probably could have gotten a better result for that shot.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes in these formats, guys think that they have to slug the ball rather than really time it.
Well bowled there by Ray Jordan. What we've come to know of him in this tournament so far. Bowls us a bouncer and then we'll follow it up with a fuller delivery. He's continuing with that line of attack.
Yeah, you can see Ray experience is coming to bear here. He saw Jahil came down the track the ball before. This one he's looking to bowl fuller, hoping that he will get through that defense of Jahil.
Good follow-up delivery and they run a by. So far, good going by the Fort Charlotte Strikers. Their bowlers continue to do well for them in the power play.
Yeah, very quiet start to this game. That one dropped just in front of the wicket keeper and bounced away, and they were able to go through for a bye. The wicket keeper who took one of the most sensational catches we would have seen from a wicket keeper in this tournament so far, and I think he managed to get across to that ball because, as we all know, he's an excellent goalkeeper. You know, so he covered some really good grounds to take an important catch to dismiss Sunil Ambrish, who is the backbone of the Breakers batting. Yeah, so a quiet start so far to this game.
See, Arnell Thomas just took his first strike of the match. Not yet off the mark, because that was a leg by.
And while we are saying it's a quiet start for the Botanical Gardens, they might be saying it's a better and an excellent start for them, because they have been losing at least an early wicket, you know, in the first couple of overs in all the games that they would have played so far. So very circumspect in their start, but it's a very hopeful start for them.
Oh, and through the hands of the short mid-wicket fielder for 4 there from Jahil Walter, showing his intent after a slow start to that over.
Well, Jahil picked up that short ball really early, and again, not good timing. Seems to have hit low on the bat, but the fielder at mid-wicket made a meal of it. He went up as though he was just waking up or something like that. Didn't look alert at all, and I'm sure Ray will be really upset about that, because as you would have seen in the tournament so far, his luck has been, you know, really, really bad. We saw yesterday he bowled an excellent Yorker, and the man at I think mid-wicket drift out of the circle, so he will not be happy with that effort at all. But a good life for Jahil. let's hope that he can capitalize on it.
Indeed. Rashid Fredericks is about to continue. Again, the batsman will feel like he missed out there. Anything on the pads, they usually say that's a free hit. We should go
exactly.
at it.
With mid-wicket vacant, he should have at least minimum get a single off the pads there.
Better delivery there from Rashid Fredericks. Brings Jahir Walters back into strike. Ornell Thomas is off the mark. You know, of the two young men batting here, who do you expect to really, after the delivery? Yeah, we were speaking of roles yesterday, and we said they need to identify who is going to carry the innings and who's going to attack. Which of these two batsmen do you think would be playing the attacking role today? Better timing there from Jahil, but just for one.
Yeah, so far Jahil has shown that he is prepared to be the aggressor. But you know, based on the history of this tournament so far, we know Thomas is one who can hit the ball a long way. So they will want both of them to bat as long as possible.
Turn and bounce there. We haven't seen that in the competition so far. Interesting. You made mention of this to me off air, that you believe the pitch might have some turn later on in the innings, but it started quite early.
That's really good cricket there. The previous ball we saw some bounce and turn, and that's what you expect to get from this center pitch. He has a bit more grass with it, which is a little bit rougher, you know, so the ball will grip a bit more on this one. But you know, the next delivery we saw Ornell using his feet and get into the pitch of it, and didn't give it the time to really turn. So that was good cricket, good bit of feeling by Jordan at mid-off, but really good cricket from all three persons involved.
Yeah, really good assessment there from you as well, Butler. We see Ray Jordan continue. He's going to bowl out, as we've seen he's been doing. As we see, Miles Bascom has been bowling out Rashid Fredericks and Ray Jordan so far in this competition. Lovely timing there from Ornell Thomas, and as he gets going with a boundary, well placed.
Yeah, there's a very good shot by Ornell. He kept his eyes on the ball and really rolled his wrist, make sure he kept it down, and got 4 runs. What we have seen throughout the tournament so far, Miles, what he's looking to do is to take wickets up front with his 2 best bowlers in Ray Jordan and Rashid. But if these guys can survive, yeah, another single there through mid wicket. The guy at square leg made good ground and came across, but they should have been pushing to get 2 runs there. But what I was saying, if these open batters can survive this over from Ray, not giving them any wickets in this power play with their 2 best bowlers, I think they are well set to really build on that foundation that they are setting here at the moment.
This time lost his shape a bit there in that shot. Very good observation from you again, Butler. They will consider it a win if they are able to survive these 4 overs, because the Ray Jordan and Rashid Fredericks, they've been doing outstanding so far for their team in the power play. So they should consider it a win, and they should look to survive these next 3 deliveries.
Exactly. I think we realize that this pitch do not have the pace that he would have seen all year up in the tournament. So already you see him mixing up, his slow ball. That delivery was a slow ball.
Fuller this time, and as you said, he keeps mixing it up, so he decided to go for Fuller. His stock delivery, as what you might call it.
Yeah, if they can come out of this power play, even if it is 25 without loss, I think they can build on that, because what has been plaguing them in the tournament so far is losing all the wickets.
Good offer there from Jordan. He just didn't get the legs to hit it over the mid-off fielder. Again, maybe if he had waited on it, he probably could have gotten maximum results from that shot. So, lack of timing there, doing him in.
Yeah, I think Jail is at the moment he's getting a little bit anxious, not getting the boundaries. He still wants to relax a bit more, let the ball come to him. There is still a lot of balls to come, and once he's there, he can make up for those.
So leg by to finish the 4th over, and after the power play, the Botanical Gardens Rangers, they are 23 without loss. Walters, he's 13 after 16 deliveries, and Thomas, he's 7 after 8 deliveries. Jordan and Rashid Fredericks, they've been quite inexpensive, but no wickets, which is very important for the Botanical Gardens Rangers at this point.
Yeah, that final delivery, a loud shout for LBW from Ray Jordan. But from our vantage point, looks like it was angling down the leg side, because Ray tend to angle the ball into the right-handers a lot, and with the wind going across the field from off to onside, it's always gonna push the ball further down leg than he will like. But 24 without loss in the power play, I think that they still got to back themselves here. They have the likes of Harper, who is a really strong hitter of the ball to come. So these guys have to build on this and make sure that the rest of the bowlers, make up for this.
Oh, that was a short delivery, and he missed out there. Nigel Small, he enters the attack. Despite they haven't lost a wicket, 24 without loss after 4 overs, the projected scoring rate at this point in time, they'll only be able to get 60 at the end of the 10 overs. So they will be hoping that they could step up the scoring rate as the innings progresses.
Yeah, I think with 10 wickets in hand from here on, I think they will be disappointed if they score anything under 80. And if these guys get away in the middle, and the likes of Harper get away out there today, we can see that 80 turn to 90 or even 100.
So wide delivery there. Yeah, most certainly. They would be hoping that they can step on it and score more than 80. As we see, Nigel Small continues.
I think Small realized that this pitch is not offering a lot of pace, so he's slowing down his deliveries a lot. Small usually push the ball through, so the batters are not getting the pace to work with. So this is good thinking by Small.
Really good bowling, and you said it. Slower delivery. Caught the batsman wanting there. He hopped out of his crease, looking to hit it straight back over the bowler's head, but he's been done and he's been stumped by Cosmos. Hackshaw.
Yeah, I think the intent is what was really good, but the execution, was pretty poor. His head was more or less in the air, but you can see he was looking to maximize. But it's one thing to look to maximize, but you must go about it in the right way. This was good bowling by Small. As I said, I can see that he's looking to slow it down. He realized the pitch is a lot slower and he's getting a bit of turn. So he's giving the ball some time to grip. And this is good assessment. I'm sure Miles would have had a contribution in that too, in terms of assessing what the pitch is doing and help him to decide on the pace that is needed out there. But Harper, the standing captain, is out on the field now, and I'm sure he will want to play a captain's inning here today.
Yeah, the Botanical Gardens Rangers at this point in time, they can look to assess the conditions and the way the spinners are going on this track so far. Maybe a score of 75-80 could be defended if the spinners come out and replicate what the Fort Charlotte Strikers spinners have been doing thus far.
Yeah, apart from Darkview getting past 100 yesterday, this middle center pitch has not been a high scoring pitch. So that's why I say if they can get anything like 80, they can really still believe that they have a chance, of defending that.
Yeah, of course, they have to continue in a positive vein here to get to a score of 80. They would hope somebody could come out and hit a flurry of boundaries as they well need at this point in time. And he's been bold, a shortish delivery, but it seemed as if the delivery sort of died on its way through. And there you go again. The pitch is doing its most here today.
Now, it's smart bowling by Small, but I don't think we can say the same thing about Jahil and the shot selection. Now, both wickets, would have been to post shot selection and execution. Now, Jahil would have, both himself and Thomas would have more or less used the power play, get themselves in, and you would have been hoping, as far as Botanical Garden is concerned, that they would have repay the team now by the next 3 or 4 overs, capitalizing and pay back the team, some runs. But both of them are dismissed now, and that's what you get from youthful exuberance. But another young man come to the crease.
Yeah, you saw
Lewis, very young. I think he's still under 19. It's a good opportunity for him. You'll hope that the experience of Harper can help him while both of them are out there.
You see another spinner into the attack. Gerald Wiley has taken up the ball, and you saw at the end of the over there, Captain Miles Bascom was having a word with the young Jair Walters, probably telling him where he went wrong with that shot. So good of him to pay mind to the youngster and still try to help him with his game, even though he's playing on the opposing team.
Yeah, exactly. As much as you're competitive and you want to win, you still got to take every opportunity to see development and help the youngsters.
Slowish delivery, not timed. again, you have to make your pace. I guess the bowlers have figured it out. They've been bowling much slower so far in this innings.
Yeah, what you will see when teams are playing on this center pitch is a lot of spin being bowled, because this pitch gets a lot more torn with the spinners.
So, what do you reckon is a pass score on this pitch, Butler, from what you've seen so far today?
Well, I think if you can get to 80, you can be competitive. Anything under 80, you still have a chance, but you're going to be under pressure to defend that.
Wayne Harper, captain today. Keswick Williams is out. He would be hoping that he can take his team close to that 80 target. Lewis built quite powerfully. We haven't seen much of him in this competition so far. So he would be hoping that he, along with his captain, can step it up for his team here today.
Yeah, but this is really good to see from Lewis. He just came to the crease and he's looking to rotate the strike. Give his captain back the strike. So this is good cricket. He haven't come out and tried to slug.
That's in the air and it's taken easily on the short fine leg fielder. And just as you were talking about rotating the strike, Captain Wayne Harper decides it was time to go for a shot.
Yeah, I think Harper should have used his experience a bit more. Both of them are new to the crease. They should have taken another over or two, keep rotating the strike, get the bounce and pace of the pitch, and then the last 2 or 3 overs, they can look to maximize. But you have to always try to build that innings, because you always have a bit more time than you really think, as short as the format is.
Indeed, because you're not chasing, you're setting a total, so assessment will come in. You will be able to say, hey, this is a good score on this pitch today, so I should be able to build my innings, and maybe by the 7th over, then I can try to play some shots after I've played myself in. We see young Jordan Samuel has made his way to the crease. Yesterday, he was done by a very slow delivery from Luke Wilson, so he would be hoping that he could do something for his team here today in terms of runs.
Yeah, and another thing Harper should have assessed is that you have to look at your batting lineup. What you have remaining to come, and know that it's very important that you bat as many balls as possible out of the remaining overs. So it was not the best piece of calculation from him, and I'm sure he will be disappointed, because he's a guy who likes to do well and takes his cricket really serious. So we'll hope that he learned from that. But we want to see these 2 youngsters, play some smart cricket and try to get a decent enough total on the board for the strikers to have some competition.
Now one seems to be pitching outside the leg stump. Nigel Small continues, and we see a slip is in position. 2 left-handers at the crease, of course. So Captain Miles Bascom decided to go on the attack here. Beautifully picked up there from Lewis, and what we've been expecting of him, and he just waited on that ball beautifully and picked it up over the mid-wicket boundary for 6 runs.
Yeah, that was a lovely shot by Lewis. That one was a half volley about middle leg, and he just lifted it high over mid-wicket for 6. I was just about to say Small should be looking to bowl around the wicket to the left-handers with getting a bit of turn.
Yeah, indeed. He should try that tactic that you just mentioned there, Butler. Let's see how he continues for the rest of the over. Not a bad offer there from Lewis.
Yeah, he should have been looking to hit it more over cover because he's young, but he's strong. And once he hits the ball, it does travel.
So wide delivery is ball.
Yeah, what Small is doing by persisting over the wicket is taking LBW out of the equation.
Nice looking shot through the covers there, but no run. Well, there's one more delivery remaining in the over. Maybe the captain can go up to him and say something to him. And again, maybe if he was around over the wicket to the left-hander, he probably would have been more successful there.
Now, I'm not even sure why he is showing all that frustration because that ball clearly pitched outside the leg stump. And that's what's going to happen when you're bowling right arm over the wicket to the left-hander. The shorter you pitch the ball is the more chance of it pitching outside the leg stump. Had he been bowling around the wicket, those balls would have been pitching more in line with the stumps. So he would have had a better chance of getting an LBW. Yeah, and these are the things that these young bowlers has to understand and learn fast.
Yeah, he still seemed frustrated there. Clearly, pitching outside leg, it would have hit the stump, but he was pitching outside leg, and you know in cricket, you can't be given out once a ball is pitching outside your leg stump. Unless, of course, he's not offering a shot.
Right. Well, I think some batsmen will question you saying can't be given out, but they will rather say should not be given out. But Wiley again getting through his over pretty fast. But I think Botanical Garden should have, decide which are the bowlers they are going to target in this game. But they didn't seem to have that level of planning. It seemed like they wanted to just not lose all the wickets.
Play and a miss there from Lewis. Lewis, he has to be the batsman to try and get them close to at least 70 runs, at least a run a ball in the innings. Good attempt there from Gideon Pope, just falling short of him. Yeah, Lewis, powerfully built Lewis. He has to be the one to take most of the strike from here to try and get his team to a decent score. Another swing and a miss again there from the Botanical Gardens Rangers. It's been the order of the day for them so far.
Yeah, as they say, you want to see better planning. We'll continue after this ball. Now, the fifth ball of that over, you see Jordan trying to slug sweep that ball over mid-wicket, which is against the wind. And so far for the tournament, we have seen some sixes hit on that side, but we have also seen a number of batsmen held out in that area. I mean, he should be looking to hit that same delivery down the ground rather than going across it, and he will get more value, for those shots. So the guys have to calculate the angles better and where they need to look to score the runs and maximize. As we see Gideon Pope coming into the attack, I think for his first bowl of the tournament, bowls a bit of off spin, but this is showing you that Miles recognized that the spinners are going to be very difficult to hit on this pitch. But let's see if Lewis have an answer for that.
Slap down the ground from Lewis. Yeah, Good calculation there from Miles Bascom. It shows that he's thinking really well. Curtin Lavia has been successful for him so far in the tournament, but he's been reading the game really well and he opted to go for his spin bowler. There's some confusion there, and I think he's well short. Unfortunate for Lewis, not something you want to see at this point in time of the innings, and they're already struggling. And added to that, the batsman that looked like he would have been able to give you some sort of score has been run out.
Yeah, I think that was a misjudgment by the batters. That one was hit pretty hard straight to the fielder, and there was a bit of hesitation, and he's clearly run out. He was not even sliding his bat. He was looking to dunk the bat over his head. But Lewis looked to be the guy, the batter of both of the two who can clear the boundary. So it's an unfortunate wicket for Botanical Garden to lose at this stage. But let's see if Donald can capitalize on getting his opportunity to bat a few more balls than he would have been expecting to bat a few minutes ago. We know Donald, once he hits the middle, it does travel. So let's see if he can hit the middle at this moment.
And they are attempting another quick single. This time they make it. Yes, Lewis hit the only 6 for the day so far in the innings. They are 44 for 4 in the 9th over.
No.
Miles Bascom will be really pleased with his team's performance so far. They just look a confident outfit, and they continue to do so in all facets of the game. So quite impressive.
Yeah, good work by Ray Jordan on the long on boundary. He made some good ground across to his left and kept that down to 1. Ray is a former, I think he came second in the secondary school 100 meters and the 200 or something like that. So he covered some really good ground, and strikers are looking well at the moment.
Has hit high in the air.
Looks like you're gonna land safe.
Yes, it's landed safely, and unfortunately, a direct hit off the boundary. Didn't even need a direct hit, but the way the Fort Charlotte strikers have been playing so far, everything is going their way, and he's been run out, well short.
Well, this is pretty much poor cricket. There seems to be a lack of communication. Steelroy, he came in off the mid-wicket boundary, and he took the ball up well, and Jordan was stranded mid-pitch as Donald settled for 1. But Jordan was looking to get Donald back on strike. But the Botanical Gardens, they're sinking deeper into trouble at the moment.
Quite unfortunate. Again, looking to be a pretty disappointing performance with the bat. The Botanical Gardens Rangers. 1 more over remaining in the innings, and we see Curtin Lavier is about to bowl his first over for the day, and which will also be his last.
I think the Botanical Gardens, they're definitely missing Katoy, who would have been, their premier batsman, and Hiram Shallow, who would have done well for them in the previous 2 editions. Who I think is in the States playing cricket at the moment. So that has put a big dent in their batting. and has asked a lot of the younger guys.
Yeah, and also Kenneth Demba, he as well is missing from this Botanical Gardens Rangers lineup. Swing and a miss from Donald Delplesh.
Yeah, at 46, I'm sure they're going to be hoping that they can at least get up to a runner ball, which will be 60.
Yeah, that would be the target right now, given how the spin bowlers have gone on this wicket so far.
Exactly.
High in the air. Easily taken there from Captain Miles Bascom. And the Botanical Gardens pole runner form with the bat continues.
Yeah, easy catch. 3 fielders were converging on that to take that catch. When they're easy like that, everybody wants to take it. So,
and you see on the replay there, Miles Bascom just screaming, "Mine, mine, mine."
I think we saw an opportunity to get another catch in the tournament, but Miles wasn't going to have it. But the Botanical Gardens, their innings continue to sink deeper and deeper as we come closer and closer to the end of this first inning. But I'm sure the Botanical Gardens for the 4th edition, they will have the opportunity to strengthen their team, strengthen their batting. Hopefully they can come stronger for the next one.
Well, bowled delivery, and they're coming back. They're attempting a second run. They made it quite easily. Need everything that they can get here, the Botanical Gardens Rangers.
Yeah, 2 byes taken there by the batters. They're gonna have to scramble for everyone. Seems as though 50 is gonna be the new target. With every delivery, the target gets smaller and smaller.
In the innings for the Botanical Gardens Rangers. Hopefully they can get a boundary, and maybe that will be some sort of momentum for them going into their bowling innings. Young Irvin Warrican Jr. is at the crease. So well bowled delivery. Oh, I'm sorry, there's another delivery coming up. It's well bowled, wide of the batsman.
Yeah, it's good to see young Irvin Warrican Jr. getting a chance in the tournament. His father is the coach of the defending champions Hikers.
And that's a wide bonus runs for the Botanical Gardens Rangers. They will be happy about that.
Yeah, I'm sure they're happy. They have now gotten to 50, which I think is probably 30 runs short of what they would have been hoping as the minimum target. But as we always say in cricket, runs on the board. As runs on the board, you never know what is going to happen.
You're attempting a second run. Easy run out. Quite easy. But they had to go for the second run. It was the last ball of the innings. And they have limped to 51 after the 10 overs.
Yeah, the batters here had no choice but to go for the second, hoping that the keeper will probably make a blunder. But he was very calm in taking that ball. So unofficially the score is 51
51, quite a below par score from the Botanical Gardens Rangers. Not what they would have expected when they won the toss and decided to have a bat first. The Fort Charlotte Strikers, they will be the happier camp heading into the break.
Let me just say that, in my opinion, the score is not really a reflection on the pitch. The pitch, this one turns a bit more where the spinners are concerned, but it's still a pitch that you can score once you put your head down and bat, play proper cricket. This is one of the pitches where you can't afford to go out and slug and just think that you can just hit the ball. You have to actually play cricket, play cricket shots, run hard between the wicket, maximize the bad balls, rotate the strike. I think this is a ATMO scoreboard. Pitch time.
Indeed, well said. We're about to take a look at the scorecard. Jahil Walters was bowled by Small for 14 runs off 18 deliveries. Thomas stumped by Haksha, bowled Small 8 runs, 11 deliveries. Harper caught Peters, bowled Wiley 3 off 5 deliveries. Lewis run out by Wiley 10 off 11. Samuel run out again by Williams 2 off 7 deliveries. Delplesh caught Bascom, bowled Lavier 2 off 4 deliveries. Samuel remained not out 1 off 2, and Warrican Jr., he was run out by Lavier, scoring 1 off his 2 deliveries.
Yeah, the bowlers, I'm sure, will be very happy with their figures. Fredericks, to open up the bowling, 2 overs, he had 7 dot balls, 8 runs, no wicket, a good economy of 4. Ray Jordan continued to bowl well in the tournament, 2 overs, 7 dot balls, 13 runs, no wicket, 6.5 is economy. He had a catch drop at mid-wicket. Small, 2 overs, 8 dot balls, 11 runs, 2 wickets, economy of 5.5. Jaren Wiley, 2 overs, 6 dot balls, 7 runs, 1 wicket, economy of 3.5. Gedwan Pope, 1 over, 2 dot balls, 4 runs, no wicket, economy of 4. And Lavier bowling the final over, 4 dot balls in that over, 3 runs, 1 wicket, economy of 3. A number of dot balls in this inning, so I'm sure that the coach will be looking at that and trying to make sure that they cut down on those dot balls going into their next fixture.
Indeed, well said there, Dayton Butler. We're about to take a short break, and when we get back, we'll see the chase from the Fort Charlotte Strikers.
and his soul. They're not giving up, no. That's and God will collide. Hear them shout, spirits high. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend it. Whoa, whoa. From the ashes to the stadium. Rip me out. T10. From the ashes to the stadium. Rip me out. T10. Hey. T10. We live for this moment as we rise up each day. It's a game of the people. Come on, let's play. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend. Whoa, whoa, whoa. From the ashes to the stadium. CPS. T10. From the ashes to the stadium. CPS. T10. With their hearts and their soul, they're not giving up, no. That's and God will collide. Hear them shout, spirits high. Bring your fight, bring your friends. Come out hard to defend it. Whoa, whoa. From the ashes to the stadium. Rip me out. T10. From the ashes to the stadium. Rip me out. T10. Hey. T10. CPS. T10.
Welcome back to the Dream 11 VPL 3.0 edition from the Ashes, and we're about to see the run chase get underway from the Fort Charlotte Strikers. Coming to the crease, we see Miles Bascom, who played a beautiful innings yesterday, and Cosmos Haksha.
Yeah, I'm sure both Miles and Cosmos, what we have seen since they have turned to this opening pair is that Miles have been playing the role of rotating the strike back deep in the inning, and Cosmos has been given the role to go after the bowling in the power play, to be the aggressor, and we know he can hit the ball. So you can see a bit of planning is going on, and when you look at the teams that are successful so far, you know, you can tell that they are planning. Not to say that the Botanical Gardens are not planning. I mean, unfortunately, their team would have been depleted in terms of their batting by missing a couple of key guys. You know, but when you have the personnel in your team who can carry out the plans that you are setting, it makes life a lot easier as a coach. So I'm sure for Nixon McLean, his job is even harder than he was hoping for it to be, because of what he's missing at the moment.
Okay. Key points there from you. You mentioned roles. Knowing your role is very important, especially in such a short format of the game.
Yeah, Donald has been bowling some pretty good slow balls, but I think a lot of the batters are now looking for those slow balls. So he's gonna have to be smart about when he bowls them and how often he bowls those slow balls. So let's see as he prepares to start against Miles.
Butler, we haven't seen such a lovely batting performance from the Botanical Gardens Rangers, but I must say it's a lovely day out here today. Quite aesthetically pleasing on the eyes, St. Vincent's and the Grenadines, and we're proud to be a member of this country, the gem of the Antilles, as Donald Delpleche gets underway here. Easy single to start. We know Miles Bascom, we know that's how he's going to build his innings.
Yeah, this is what we come to expect from Miles. You know, that one was bang on target about middle on leg, and he just, pushed it, slowly into mid wicket and get the single. I think by now the teams have to understand what Miles is looking to do, and they have to, close the field in a little bit more on Miles, tighten up the field, force him to play big shots early rather than getting those easy singles. And I think this is what the teams have to do. You have to look at what the player is looking to do and counteract it and force them to play out of character.
And of course, it's much easier for him to do that today because there's no scoreboard pressure. It's under a runner ball, so he can easily play himself in along with Cosmos Haksha, who has been a bit underwhelming in the tournament so far with the bat. So he would be hoping he can stick around with Miles and put a score on the board for the other games to come.
Exactly. So you have to try build some pressure, bring those fielders in the circle a bit tighter and cut on, and force them to play big shots.
Played with soft hands, but no runs to Cosmos Haksha.
We are seeing a bit of a circumspect start. I think based on the planning, they realize that Donald has been getting a lot of wickets with his slow balls, so they are going to be very careful against him and look to maximize the other bowlers.
Shot through the covers. That time, I think Jordan probably got a hand to it, so they'll only pick up 2.
I think Jordan saved 2 runs there. But anytime Donald's bowl that quicker ball, I think they're going to look to take him on. But once he bowl that slow ball that he's really controlling well, they're going to be very respectful and just look to get singles.
Wide delivery, but the batsman would feel like he missed out there.
Again, another slow ball, and he would have bowled 5 deliveries, including that wide. And I want to believe that between 3 or 4 of those deliveries have been slow balls.
Magnificently pulled from Cosmos Haksha. Got a shorter delivery and made sure he put it away.
Yeah, Cosmos has a very low stance, so anything short and going down that leg side, he's gonna pounce on it and put it away. But as we see, once he bowl that normal pace delivery, Cosmos is equal to the task and is looking to maximize. But he kept looking for that slow ball to make sure that he doesn't get dismissed from it. So this is good planning from the batters, and the bowler has to realize that, and if it means bowling 6 slow balls in the over, then that's what he has to do.
Nice placement there from Cosmos Haksha. The ball runs close to the boundary, but he will only get 2.
Yeah, a very good touch there by Haksha, and Haksha is usually a busy guy, and he takes a lot of pressure off Miles. So Miles don't have to look to manufacture any big shots. He just have to play normal cricket, rotate the strike and get Cosmos and strike as much as possible.
And it's good to see that the 4 Charlotte strikers, they came out in a positive frame of mind. Sometimes with a score under a runner ball, you would come out and you would do a lot of assessment and you wouldn't try to get underway right away. But it's good to see that they've decided they're still going to be positive about this and probably step up their run rate.
Yeah, and you see, sometimes when you're going at a small target, some teams make the mistake by being, overcautious and bats themselves into a hole. But you still have to go out there and play cricket. The bad ball comes, you have to maximize, and outside of that, you rotate the strike. So it's a good start from the strikers. They will be hoping to get this in quick time so that they can keep building on their net run rate.
Zimran Providence comes into the attack for the Botanical Gardens Rangers. For sign of spin, let's see how he goes here. He will be hoping he can replicate what the Fort Charlotte Strikers spinners did so well for their team.
Yeah, I think what Zimran should be looking to do here is to bowl the ball a bit slower and give the ball time to grip and turn away from the right-hander Miles Bascom.
Watchful from Miles Bascom.
Yeah, once he pushing the ball through, it's gonna make it easier for Miles. Miles is just gonna, just play up and down. So he wants to give the ball some time, force Miles to look up, come down the track. I mean, you're not going to defend 52 runs. You're gonna have to take wickets, and if you can take all the wickets, then you're in the game. But at the moment, you're behind the 8 ball, so you have to get in front.
Indeed, well said, Dayton Butler. All your experience coming to the fore here. It's good to have such an experienced gentleman in the commentary box today.
Yeah, the umpire seems to be getting a bit of some problems there with the bails. The grooves for the stumps are a little bit shallow, so I think they're gonna have to try and file it out a bit, because the wind is picking up here at the Annesville playing field, and as you say earlier, beautiful view. I mean, you can't even tell that we had the explosion, a few weeks ago. So it's really a lovely view here.
Punch back for a quick single. Yes, of course. Speaking about the volcanic eruption, I know, Butler, you're living in the orange zone. How's your experience been with that so far?
Yeah, well, a lot of ash is still there in my part of the country there up in South Rivers. I mean, when I see what we got in South Rivers, it made me wonder what the likes of Owie and Sandy Bay and those areas looking like, and even on the western side, northwest.
Pulled plays to perfection there from Cosmas Haksha, and he's on the move here.
Yeah, for a tall guy, Cosmas, he gets really low into those deliveries. Look at that, and just swivels and at the moment he's finding the gaps, and when he hits it in the air, it's traveling over the boundary. So good start from him.
He picked his gap quite beautifully there, which is key in such a short format. Timing and placement, especially when the ball is doing a bit.
I think the rate at which he's going, he's looking to get 50 out of this target.
Shot over a cover fielder. Lifted, well played by Cosmas Haksha. He's looking to, as you said, probably get 50, and I mean, Miles already have 2 of that, so he will have to get the strike from here on out.
I think he's beginning to count the balls, but I don't think Miles will be too bothered about that. As the captain, he just wants to keep winning, Once the other guys do the job, he still has no problem with that, so he's happy to have a look from the non-strikers end. But Cosmas is really showing that he means business and looking to pick form for the business end of the tournament.
Wonderfully hit, and oh no, a misfield on the boundary allows it to go for 4. I mean, that shot deserved 4 runs in any case, and I guess the fielder decided so.
Yeah, it was a bad delivery, very short. Casmus, in his low position, he was pouncing on it early. But that's when you know that things are shaping up well for you. Even when he goes to the field, they can't stop it.
Change of angle from Zemran. He finishes the over with a dot ball. He got the treatment in that over. 13 runs coming off his one over. And the four Charlotte strikers, they're halfway to their target.
And that was a better delivery, but as we were alluding to earlier, Casmus is checking the deliveries. He was looking to just, push that one into the covers there to get the single. But that one kept a bit low and went and beat his bat. But even if he don't get to 50, he will be happy, to come out with a red ink, as we usually say, which means he come out not out, and a 30 or 40. That will do his confidence the wall of good going into the bigger matches.
What did you make of that over from Zimran? He's a spin bowler, and we saw how the four Charlotte striker spinners operated on the wicket. Do you think he bowled well in that over?
Well, I think it was an ordinary over. Cricket is a game that you have to learn fast, so he should have been watching what was happening in the first innings and see how slow the spinners were bowling.
Winston Samuel comes into the attack, swing and a miss there from Captain Miles Bascom. As you were saying, Butler?
Yeah, he should have been looking at what was transpiring when they batted. Give the ball some time. You have to take wickets if you want to stay in this game. When you're defending a small total, you have to take all the wickets.
Lovely pickup shot there from Miles Bascom, but oh no, it's dropped. It's dropped from the field on the boundary. What looked to be an excellent shot, but might have been held up by the wind there, Butler.
Yeah, it was a good pick up by Miles. The ball was there, but I think what this bowler has shown is that he's a smart bowler. He tends to deliver some of his deliveries from way back of the bowling crease. So it tends to take a longer time to get to you as the batsman. So you have to be careful how you attack him.
Nice drive. Just for one. See the four Charlotte strikers, they've decided that they're going to try and finish this game as quickly as possible, which is good signs for them. It shows that they're a confident side.
Yeah, but it was a poor attempt, of a catch by Kimali. He covered really good ground. I think that was probably about the best part of that attempt. He got around well, got into the catching zone, but he made a meal of that catch. But I think Miles will be happy to take the live and continue batting.
Yeah, so far what I've seen of Samuel, he's varying his pace quite nicely in this over, mixing it up, fuller length balls we've seen, and that was a fuller delivery, which shows he's really thinking, as you've mentioned before, Butler.
Yeah, he mixes up his pace, and he usually do that by bowling from different areas. So sometimes he bowl from way back behind the crease, so he's a smart bowler.
Picked his area beautifully, and it's been launched over the mid off, the long off area for 6 runs from Miles Bascom. He's on the go here.
I think Miles decided that he's gonna try and catch up with Casmus a bit, but that was a better shot. You can tell the ball didn't come on as quick as he was hoping to, so he just released that bottom hand, and just went through the shot with the top one. So good batting by Miles, good adjustment.
one is picked off the pad, well stopped by the fine leg fielder, and that shows experience. That means he's such an experienced player. He's played for Windward Islands. He's also played for West Indies. I think he's played for West Indies as well. So that was good thinking there and experience coming to the fore.
Yeah, exactly. So, and he was hitting with the wind, so he knew all he had to do is to clear the infield and just get that extra push with that tap, and he will get the maximum that he was looking for. But as I said, I expect Fort Charlotte to be looking to improve significantly their net run rate, because teams going into the semi-finals, they usually tend to want to avoid certain teams in that semi-finals. They don't mind meeting them in the finals, because in the finals anything can happen, but semi-finals is always the tough.
Yeah, and they're cruising to their target and just needing 15 runs or 42 deliveries, as a wide was just bowled. So Miles are marching on quickly here to their target, hoping to get a nice net run rate.
Yeah, good batting by Miles, just coming down the track and just tucking that one into the mid-wicket area and rotating the strike. He's still trying to make sure that he don't bat too many dot balls. As much as the target is small, you want to build good habits going deeper into the tournament. So you want to always practice to rotate the strike.
Well said, Butler. As we see, Cosmos Haksha continues on his way, placing that one between the square leg fielder and the fine leg fielder. They have no answers for him here today.
Good batting by Cosmos. And the other thing that, that single that Miles would have just tucked inside of mid-wicket there, he brings the left-hander on strike against the left-arm spinner, which is a lot easier with the ball expecting to be angled into the left-hander. So it's good batting by Cosmos, good batting by Despair. They are going about their job well.
And Miles will be happy to be a spectator to Cosmos Haksha today, because the other games to come, you want your opening batters to give you a good start, and Miles has already caught some form, so it's good to see Haksha getting into his work today as well.
Exactly. As the captain, you want as many of your batters to have form as possible, because it's not every game the same person is going to get going, so you want as many guys to have form as possible. Again,
Walked to the square leg area. Seemed to be a favorite area of his, Cosmos Haksha.
Yeah, I think he decided that that's where he's going to look to be productive against the left arm spinner. Miles looked like he was struggling a bit there with that run, but the keeper didn't gather cleanly.
Yeah, you don't need any hiccups here. It's just less than 10 runs to win, and you want to give a clinical performance with the bat, as you're already on the way, so you might as well come out, not out, at the end of this innings.
Exactly. The strikers, they're looking better as they go on in this tournament.
Missed time, not where he intended it to go. Nevertheless, he's coming back for 2 and gets there easily.
Yeah, I think the first time for the innings so far we have seen Cosmos actually trying to overhit the ball, as we will say, trying to hit the ball too hard, and he lost his shape, and even I think his tap and came off the bat. But he wants to continue to just look to stroke the ball, because he's a good time off the ball, and once he hits the middle, the ball tends to travel quite fast across the field.
Yeah, no need to play any rush shots here. as they just need less than a run of ball to complete this innings and register another victory.
Yeah, it's a good opening partnership by the strikers, and I'm sure they're hoping that this is the start of greater things to come in the tournament. 46 of their power play, and I'm sure they will be happy with that.
Delicately played there by Miles Bascom, showing he's not just power, he's also class, with a delicate touchdown to the third man fielder.
Yeah, nice touch there by Miles. I think Cosmos will be looking to hit with the win here if he's given the opportunity. With the wind going downfield over mid-wicket, he will be looking to maximize that area. Let's see what Dawson is going to serve up to him.
And launched high, and brilliant attempt there by Jordan. Unfortunately, the ball went over the boundary for 6, and that's the end of the innings.
Yeah, Cosmos finishing in style. A good attempt by Jordan. You can see he was trying to flick the ball back in field, but with the strong wind that we have here at the Annisville playing field, that ball kept going. So well done by the strikers. Good execution. I'm sure they will be happy with that result. They have turned up, got the job done. And it's now their time to sit down, maybe in the stand, and have a look at the other game and plan, their next opposition.
Clinical performance there from the Fort Charlotte Strikers. We see the scorecard here. Walters was only able to make 14 of 18 deliveries. Lois 10 of 11. Ornell Thomas 8 of 11. Harper 3 of 5. The bowling for the impressive bowling for the Fort Charlotte Strikers. Nigel Small, 11 runs off his 2 overs. Lavier, 1 wicket, 3 runs off his 1 over. Wiley, 1 wicket, 7 runs off his 2 overs. And Gideon Pope, no wickets from 1 over and 4 runs.
Yeah, Fort Charlotte, they went about their inning in clinical fashion. Cosmos Haksha batted well, played some good shots, made 36 not out from 15 balls, and Miles was there to back him up. Miles batted well, rotate the strike, and he was 15 not out from 11 balls. Cuttle Bowl, just the two balls in his over for 7 runs, didn't take a wicket. Samuel, 1 over, he went for 11 runs. Delplesh, his 1 over went for 12. And Zimran Providence, his 2 overs went for 23. So not great return for the bowlers of the Botanical Gardens. I'm sure they will have to go back and go back to the drawing board and plan again as they prepare for their next fixture.
Yeah, disappointing again from the Botanical Gardens Rangers. They will have to go back to the drawing board and bring all their cricketing acumen to fore as much as possible, because they're down and out, and a win will help them. Hopefully they can continue winning in the tournament, but I think they're basically done for this tournament. Let's hope that they can upset some teams to come.
Yeah, I think Coach Nixon will still be hoping that the guys can keep their heads up and keep a positive mindset as they still search for their first win of this tournament. And no one want to go through a tournament winless. So I'm sure Nixon and manager Brown, they're going to sit down and come up with what they will hope will be a winning strategy as they go into the next fixture, and hope that they can mount an upset in the tournament.
And they definitely have the talent to do just that. But there you have it. The 15th match of the tournament was won by the Fort Charlotte Strikers. Excellent performance from them. We are going to take a break here at the Dream 11 VPL 3.0 edition from the Ashes. And when we will be back at 1 for game number 2 of the day. The Lasso Frey Hikers versus the Grenadine Divers. It should be an exciting matchup. So we'll be back at 1.
Hear them show spirits high. Bring